Hi guys, Teresa here. I am here with a new video for you guys today. Today is gonna be my May to be read pile and new releases video. As you guys know, each TBR that I will be doing for the rest of the year will also include new releases. I might separate them during the summertime, which is June, July, August, just because I know those months have a lot of new releases. Yeah, let's just get started. I also have a new thing for TBRs that I just got from Owlcrate. Owlcrate had this little game called Etc. and they put it in their April box, and at first I thought they were like little like sticky notes or whatnot that you can use to track down and write notes on, but I picked 15 out of like their 25 or 50 that they had. So there's 15 challenges, and I have picked out the books for each of the prompts. This is what I'll be reading this month. I know it looks ambitious. I've already read 4 books. 3 of them are here. 1 of them was a graphic novel, so we're already off to a great start. I'm gonna just chat about the new releases I have. The first one I have, I'll skip. The first one I don't have yet is Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. This one is already out, came out on May 4th, which was Star Wars Day, which I thought was pretty cool. This book is a first book in a new series by Victoria Aveyard, and she's the author of Red Queen series, which I didn't really love, so I'm kind of nervous to reading a new series by her, but I'm excited for this one. There's a sword on the gold cover that is out, and I just know that I will hopefully like it, even though I didn't like Red Queen by her. The next one I don't have, but I bought from Book Depository because they had free shipping, and it's out in the UK but not for US yet because it doesn't come out until December in the US, but I could not wait till the end of the year to read this, and that is Heartstopper Volume 4. This one just came out this past week, May 11th. Today's May 14th. And so that one should be coming to me pretty soon, and I will totally be reading that one as soon as I get it. That's the 4th installment of the Heartstopper graphic novel series. I forgot to grab Volume 3 just to show you what it looks like, but you guys should know what it is. It's a very popular graphic novel series on BookTube. Next I have the one on hold is Counting Down With You. I forgot who the author was. I'll leave a Goodreads link to it down below. Then I have Mr. Impossible, which the first book, Call Down the Hawk, came out last year, and I still haven't read this yet, and I got this beautiful edition from Owlcrate. It's on my TBR. I bought the Owlcrate edition for book 2 just so they can match, which is probably like rude / cheesy of me to do. But I will be reading Call Down the Hawk and Mr. Impossible this month. So I'm real excited to get to this, and this is the first book on my TBR, I guess. Then we have, I have that one. I have Take Me Home Tonight by Morgan Matson. This one I'm getting an advanced reader copy, aka an ARC from my friend Charlie, who I always talk about on this channel. They are sending me the ARC of this, and they are so awesome, and they are my co-hosts for our book club this whole year, so go check them out. I'll leave their Instagram down below. Then I have The Last Fallen Star. This one already came out. Is by Kimi Garcia, or Kim Garcia, I can't remember. It's a new Rick Riordan presents about witches and sisterhood and middle grade fantasy book, so we love that. Next one I have an ARC of, and that is Some Girls Do by Jennifer Dugan. This one is coming out next Tuesday as I'm filming this. We also have Pumpkin by Julie Murphy coming out, the 3rd or 2nd installment of the Dumpling series, I think. I can't remember how many there are. Illusionary by Zadoria Cordavio. That's the sequel to Incendiary, which I actually read in March and I really enjoyed it, so I can't wait to get my hands on that. Then I have that one, and then I'm just gonna jump into the ones that I have. A few new releases that I have in my hands already is Adrian by Jennifer Saint. I probably butchered that, I'm so sorry. But this is my book of the month pick for the month of May. And then my add-on from May was Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. This one is supposed to be a fantasy Greek mythology story, and then this one is supposed to be a sci-fi set in space story. I know nothing about these two books. I just know this one was definitely on my radar because it's by the author of The Martian, which I really enjoyed and loved. So, and this one I haven't heard the author of, so I believe this is the author's debut novel. So these are the new releases that I skipped on my list because I had them in my hands, obviously. So these were my May book of the month. Spoiler alert for my May book haul. Then I have a couple new releases that I would just fly through since we're still talking about them, and that is A Dog's Courage by W. Bruce Cameron. This is a sequel to A Dog's Way Home, which I kind of forgot was coming out this month because I thought I saw the release date say October for this one, because that's generally when his books come out, is October or November. But it actually came out this month, May 4th as well, and it's so much smaller than the first book. It's barely 300 pages. I might have to do a reread of book one, but then I also don't want to because I always end up crying in these books. This is a, like, I don't know if it's YA, but I consider this a YA YA contemporary novel. So it's summertime, it's about to be contemporary season, so there's that. The next book is a new Casey West book, and I'm so excited for this one because Casey West is an author I love. I have all her books on my shelf, and this one is Sunkist by Casey West, the author of The Fill-In Boyfriend and By Your Side. By Your Side was definitely my favorite out of all the ones I read. Hopefully I'll love this. If you can't tell, this is definitely a contemporary novel, and it's definitely set at a lake, and I am really happy to have this in my hand and can't wait to read this one soon. Then I had the audiobook for this one from NetGalley, but then the audiobook narrator was so robot voice, if that made sense. I just couldn't listen to it, so I'm gonna try and physically read this one. And I saw the finished copy at Target, and I kind of screamed because I wanted this to reread this for a while. And I just Excuse Me Why I Ugly Cry by Joa Gonifi. I'm so sorry if I butchered that, but look at this. This is yet another YA contemporary. Our main character named Quinn. Wow, way off. Our main character named Quinn, who's in her senior year of high school. She's a to-do list maker. She loves making lists, and she's trying to make sure she gets everything done before the end of her senior year. And hopefully she doesn't fall in love, she says. So we'll see if that works out in her favor or not. Next new release I have, this is my April book of the month pick, and that was People With Me on Vacation. This one just came out this week. I'm really excited for this as well. This is the same author who wrote Beach Read, and I read Beach Read last year and really fell in love with it, so I'm hoping I would love this one. This has the same feels as Beach Read, two people go on vacation, obviously, and they are enemies. They've been like enemies since like high school or college or whatever, and they keep running into each other. It says 2 best friends, 10 summer trips, 1 last chance to fall in love. So that's what the tagline says in the front. The last 2 new releases I have for May, there was a lot of great new releases, but the last 2 I have are Cool for the Summer by Delilah Alder. This is the LGBTQ plus novel. This has bi representation, and I'm so excited to read this one. It's definitely one I want to save for June, just because June is Pride Month, obviously. And yeah, this one just came out this week, and I'm happy to have it in my hands. And it's also another short book, so, and with all these fantasy books that I've chosen for these challenges, I'm definitely going to be saving these short books that I have on my TBR. The next final new release for the month of May is Blade of Secrets by Teresa Levinseller. This is the one that I was most excited for out of all the new releases this month, just because I've recently fallen in love with Teresa Levinseller. She's the author of Daughter of the Pirate King and The Shadow Between Us. Shadow Patrinas made me fall in love with her. I was like, yes, this was the type of book I needed. And this book right here is the first book in a duology, and so she's really good at doing duology. And again, another short one, so hopefully this one won't take me too long. And now I'm gonna go on to the two books I'm currently reading, and then the book I am going to be reading for a book club. The first book I'm currently reading is House of Hollows by Crystal Sutherland. I'm currently reading this for the Buzzword readathon that's happening throughout the whole month of May. Ooh, hold on. Let me get my leg up. My leg was falling asleep. Anyways, House of Hollows, I'm real excited for this. I'm actually almost halfway through it. This is a YA mystery thriller, and it's set in a haunted house and also set in the woods. Two of the creepiest setting you can do for a mystery thriller book. The buzzword for the month of May is house/home, so I obviously is using this for house. This is also the author's debut novel, and I'm just flying through it, so I'm real excited to be getting around to this. And I also had an arc of this from Penguin Teen, but I sadly never got around to reading it, so I'm happy I picked up a physical copy last month. The next book I am currently reading, and that is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. This is the first book in the Last Hour series. I am reading this for the very first time this month. No spoilers. I am making a reading vlog for this. I have a 4-day weekend right now, so I'm making a reading vlog currently, and hopefully I can get that up at the end of May, because I know I'll be finishing this book, obviously, because I'm already halfway through it. I'm 200 pages into this at the moment, so no spoilers please, but I am hoping to read Chain of Gold. I'm actually hoping to finish Chain of Gold this month, because my Queer Reads book club pick for the month of May is Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare. This is the sequel to Chain of Gold, obviously the second book in the Last Hour trilogy. I'm so excited. I was going to buddy read Chain of Gold with my friend Taylor, but my friend Taylor has not been feeling well lately, so she said go ahead, read it, and then wait for me, because I really want to read Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron. I was like, okay, I'll wait for Chain of Iron. So for the month of May, for Queer Reads book club pick, we are reading Chain of Iron. And then for a friend of mine, Jason, who is also known as Easy Cat on BookTube here and on Instagram, his book club is reading The Infinity Courts by Akimi Bowman. This is a sci-fi novel set in space, or it also could be considered a dystopian novel. It has something to do with the AI controlling the human, which sounds scary. This is a library book that I have checked out currently, so I'm hoping to get to it this month before the due date. And then the other book I want to read for the buzzword, I started this last year and just never finished it. So that is Crescent City, or also known as House of Earth and Blood. And like I said, buzzword for month of May is house or home, and there's obviously the word house in this title. So hopefully I can read this piece this month as well. And now I'm going to do my challenges. I'm going to do these challenges very fast because I have to leave for work here soon. So the first challenge here is graphic novel. There's a lot of graphic novels I could do, but I'm also wanting to do this one, A Thief Among the Trees by Sabatier. This is a graphic novel set in the Ember Quartet series, which I forgot to grab book 4 now that I'm looking at my TBR. So book 4 is also on my TBR pile. Books featuring tournaments or competition. I heard Ash Lords by Scott Riggington has a tournament/competition, so I'm hoping good things for this. Also, this cover is gorgeous. Then I have Shakespearean plays as the next one, and that it will go to That Way Madness Lies by Delilah Alder, along with other 15 awesome authors reimagining of Shakespeare plays. So obviously that one checks off the challenge. Then I have books featuring dragons on here, and that is Fireborn by Rosalia Munda. I forgot how you say it. It says, today it begins, today we will rise. Then the next challenge is Fictional Besties and Friend Group. let me grab the book that I had for that. So for fictional bestie slash friend group I have is A Sky Beyond the Storm by Sabati here, the fourth and final installment in this quartet. Then I have series featuring 4 more books. I could go for The Desolation of the Devil's Ark for this one because this is the 6th and final book in this series. Very self-explanatory with that challenge. And then Books Set at a School is the next challenge. That could literally be any of these books, but I chose Chain of Gold for that one just because it's set at an institute and that could be considered a school. Then I have book series that have not yet been completed. I'll be going with Fire by Kirsten Cashore. This is the sequel to Graceling. Technically the series is completed, but it's my channel. I'm gonna say it's not really completed for me because I haven't read book 2 and 3 and 4 yet, even though all of them are out currently. But like I said, I haven't read this and it's my channel, so there's that. Very sassy tonight. Then I have books featuring Chosen One main trope. I heard The Desolation of the Devil Ark is a main character. There's a Chosen One main trope in here for this, so doubling up on some challenges. Book titles beginning with the first letter of your name is the next challenge, and that is also going to go with The Desolation of the Devil Ark because my first name is Drew, and if we ignore the desolation has the word D in it, obviously. Then we have books featuring LGBTQ characters. That could go for Cool for the Summer, or it can go for Sweet and Bitter Magic by Adrienne Tooley. This is a beautiful Owl Crate edition that we got recently. Then I have one worded title, and that could go for Fire, which is what I already shown off. And then we have books featuring traveling. I already completed this challenge, and I used A Rule of Wolves for this challenge, and I read it this month and loved it. Books inspired by mythology. I don't know if I grabbed that. I did not. Book inspired by mythology is Circe by Madeline Miller. I'm so excited to read this. One-worded title, books inspired by mythology, and then standalone book, not part of a series. That could go for House of Hollows as well. So yeah, that was a very ambitious, and there's two other library books that I wanted to read this month that didn't fulfill any of the challenges, and that is Reaper of Souls by Raina Barron, the second installment of the Kingdom of Souls series. I read book 1 this year, absolutely loved it. Another sequel I want to get to this month is Mirror's Edge by Scott Westerfield. This is the 3rd installment in the Imposter series, and hopefully we'll get book 4 next year. That was a lot of talking. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry this was rushed so much. If you couldn't understand what the challenges were, I'll leave them down below in the description, and I'll talk to you guys later because I really have to head out the door and head to work. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn your notification on so you don't miss any new videos coming from me soon, and I'll chat with you guys later down below. Bye.